Hazel Snow White story.
One starry night, Hazel was reading her favorite storybook, but soon she felt sleepy and went to bed. She was in a deep sleep when suddenly the window was wide open and a fierce wind blew in.
Oh no! My books!
While rearranging her books, to her surprise, she saw gold rays coming out of one of the books from the top shelf.
Snow White and Seven Dwarfs!
No sooner had she spoken those words that magical rays appeared again, and two tiny men emerged from the book.
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
Hi, Hazel. I am Glutty.
Hi there, sweet girl. I am Witty, and we both have come from the world of Snow White.
Snow White's world. Really?
Yes!
Wow. Thank you.
Hazel was not afraid anymore because Witty and Glutty seemed to be funny, and their magic tricks were extraordinary.
Wow. It's so cute. I really wish that I could visit your magical world. Will you take me along with you?
Yes, why not?
But why are you so curious to go and see our world?
I want to see this mysterious world, and I'm also eager to meet the beautiful princess, Snow White. How are we supposed to go now?
But wise Witty had a solution to every problem. small cloud enveloped Hazel and transformed her into a tiny, sleeping baby. On the other side of the magical world, there lived a wise king and his pretty wife, who was expecting a child soon. Darling, the food was delicious.
Thank you, honey, but now it's time for you to rest.
Oh, yes.
Honey, just a moment. Before we go, I have a surprise for you.
Wow!
I wish for us to always be happy like this.
Darling, I wish for our baby to be as white as snow, for her lips as red as cherries, and her hair to be as black as midnight.
Oh, darling, I hope for the same. Lavender blue, dilly dilly, lavender green. I am your king, dilly dilly, you are my queen.
At last, a loud wail was heard from the queen's chambers, and all were delighted at the arrival of their baby princess.
Welcome, my darling princess. What do you think we should name her?
I love you. We'll name her Snow White. Loud footsteps startle Glutty, and he disappears in a hurry. Wow!
How wonderfully my queen has decorated the room.
How did the king manage to decorate this room so quickly? Both the king and queen were unaware of the fact that Witty had decorated the room. However, because they thought that one of them may have decorated it, they just smiled lovingly at each other. Days passed by happily. Even though the little princess was a bit naughty, she sure was the apple of her parents' eyes. Over the next few years, Snow White not only grew to be very beautiful, like her mother, but she wanted to be brave, like her father, too.
Don't be scared, sweetheart. I know you're my brave daughter. Bravo!
Welcome, Jasmine. How are you?
I am fine, Your Highness. I have got a gift for you.
Thank you, Jasmine. It's so beautiful. Where did you get this from?
I visited a carnival in our neighboring kingdom. I know you love to plant flowers, so got this pot for you.
A carnival? Wow!
Snow White was ecstatic, hearing the news of Carnival.
I have to leave now, Your Highness. I'll see you soon.
Bye, Jasmine. Father, can we go to Carnival, please?
Sure, sweetheart.
Hooray!
Attention! His Majesty and Your Highness Snow White will arrive here soon.
Everyone was overjoyed hearing the news, but an old woman who was making pots on a wheel was not only surprised, but shocked too. The old lady was none other than an evil, cunning witch. Your Majesty.
Father, let's make some pots on wheel. It'll be fun.
Ha ha ha! Sure, darling.
It's an honor to have you at my shop, Your Majesty. Your Majesty? The witch was now red with anger and didn't know what to do. She wanted the king's attention at any cost. I need to distract the princess to get the king's attention. yummiest ice cream.
Oh, are you the owner of this shop too?
Yes, Your Highness. Which flavor would Your Highness like to have? Chocolate, strawberry, or blueberry?
Strawberry. Yummy.
Thank you.
Suddenly, the king was besotted by her beauty. Snow White was happy to see her father, but soon her smile faded at the sight of the witch.
Father, who is she? I think I've seen her before.
We met her at the carnival, remember? We have gotten married, so she is your stepmother. Sweetheart, her beauty has enthralled me. I know you're sad, but your mother will always hold a special place in my heart.
Hello, Snow White.
Hello. Bruno. Bruno.
How are you, Snow White's mother? As you can see, I'm the queen of this kingdom. Beautiful, ravishing, lovely queen. How can I forget the day when I trapped you? Who is trying to open this window? How dare you come inside without my permission? my! Someone is at the door! I need to transform quickly! After many unsuccessful attempts, she finally created a formula that made her beautiful again. Finally, I am the fairest queen of all! Now I can show the power of my eternal beauty. Let me save this potion. I may need it in the future.
Welcome, stepmother, to our kingdom.
Why, thank you, sweetheart. These flowers are gorgeous.
Aw. Mother, why have you chopped these birdies?
Oh, dearie, I love them, so I keep them inside this cage.
Mother, if you don't mind, may I keep them, please?
Oh, I won't mind at all. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
You, my queen, are the fairest of all.
I hope these negotiations will help to prosper both our kingdoms. Oh, heavens! She is so beautiful!
Ha ha ha! That's my lovely daughter, Snow White.
Oh, heavens! She is so beautiful!
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
My queen, you are the fairest here, so true. But Snow White in the palace is more beautiful than you.
Huntsman at your service, Your Majesty.
Geoffrey, you must put Snow White in a deep slumber and make sure she never wakes up. And don't forget to bring me her heart.
But Her Highness. Yes, Your Majesty.
Thank you, my dear friend. Geoffrey? What are you doing?
I am sorry, Snow White. I was just following your stepmother's orders.
What? What are you talking about?
Please, Snow White, I request that you leave your kingdom and never come back.
Run! Run as fast as you can! Run!
Rapunzel story. Once upon a time, there lived a man in his lovely house with his beautiful wife. They were soon expecting a little bundle of joy. In front of their house, there was a very huge mansion. Splendid Rapunzel herbs grew in the mansion's garden. But no one dared to go there as this mansion belonged to a sorceress named Gothel. One fine morning, the wife was feeling extremely anxious and was unable to eat anything. So in order to get some fresh air, the wife went towards the balcony. Darling, look at that baby.
Indeed, that's an adorable baby.
The wife was completely mesmerized by the baby and the little kids playing around. Soon her gaze fell on fresh and crisp Rapunzel leaves in front of her big mansion. Wow, those Rapunzel leaves look so fresh and crisp. I wish to have those leaves as salad for dinner tonight. When the husband heard his wife's wish, he panicked and tried to convince her against her wish.
My dear wife, those Rapunzel leaves belong to the vile sorceress Gothel. It is impossible to go there.
The husband tried his best to lure his beloved wife with other sweet treats, but the wife was adamant and demanded Rapunzel leaves from him.
Sweetheart, please try to understand.
Please try to understand. I strongly desire those leaves. Unable to see his wife's tears, loving husband agreed to fulfill her wish. Husband approached the sorceress and asked her to lend him some Rapunzel leaves. Oh, how headstrong that sorceress was, for she denied to give him even a single leaf. But the husband was not going to take no for an answer, as he knew how his wife craved those Rapunzel leaves, so he decided to steal those Rapunzel leaves. When it was late in the night, the young man sneaked into the mansion and quickly began to pluck those Rapunzel leaves.
Rapunzel leaves, fresh and crisp, only for my darling wife.
Wife made herself a nice salad from Rapunzel leaves and ate it to her heart's content.
How did you dare come into my garden and steal my Rapunzel leaves?
Oh, please, forgive me, Gothel. My pregnant wife saw those leaves and she craved for it desperately.
Listening to the pleading husband, Gothel's mind began to weave a nasty plan. With a wicked smile on her face, she said,
Fine, but in one condition. You must give me your child.
No, I can't do that.
"No!"
If you do not give me the child, then the consequences would be terrible.
"No!" Threatened by Gothel's warning, the husband finally agreed to Gothel's demand. The moment their baby was born, the couple tried to flee the town and escape from Gothel.
We need to leave as soon as possible, else Gothel will snatch our baby from us!
"No, please don't do this!" Gothel carefully looked at the baby and decided a name for her.
Rapunzel, that will be your name, for those were the leaves that your mother craved for.
Gothel took very good care of the baby as if her own. Years had passed and the little baby grew to be the most beautiful girl under the care of Gothel. Her long hair was as magnificent as spun gold. One day, when Gothel was brushing Rapunzel's beautiful long hair, an old man appeared in their room. This old man was a great magician and was, in fact, Gothel's master.
My dear ladies, it is now time for both of you to come and live in my splendid tower. Gothel, it is about time that I rest my old bones and relax for a while. So take good care of this tower. But I warn you, Gothel, if you do not take good care of my tower, you will have to face my wrath!
Master, do not worry. I promise to take good care of your tower.
Gothel told Rapunzel that she needs to go to market. Rapunzel couldn't help but wonder how Gothel was planning to get down from his huge tower.
Rapunzel, the very instant I return, I'll shout loud. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Immediately, you must let down your hair for me to climb back to the tower.
Okay.
Rapunzel would entertain herself by singing beautiful songs for herself as she spent her time alone in the huge tower.
Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you.
I wonder who is singing this beautiful song. It looks like the sound is coming from that tower.
Hiding behind a tree, Prince was enjoying Rapunzel's song. Suddenly, he saw Gothel calling out,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
The next day, when Gothel had gone out, Rapunzel was engrossed singing a merry tune.
Roses are red.
Suddenly, she heard a loud voice.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
As soon as the beautiful tresses cascaded down, Prince held onto it and climbed up the tall tower.
Hey, please do not be scared. Think of me as your good friend. Your melodious voice is what brought me here. Young lady, what keeps you in this tall, mysterious tower?
The tower belongs to a great magician who appointed Gothel as the caretaker of this tower. He also warned her that if she won't take good care of the tower, she would have to face his wrath. Gothel is not my mother. She snatched me from my parents when I was just a little baby. She's been taking care of me and my hair ever since.
Took care of you? But didn't she snatch you from your real parents?
Yes, with the help of my hair, she climbs up and down this tower. That's the reason I'm trapped in this tall tower.
Take my word, my lady. I will rescue you from here.
With a promise to rescue her from the tall tower, Prince climbed down with a smile on his face. Oh, but little did they know that Gothel had seen the prince sneaking out of the tower.
You ungrateful child! I thought I kept you away from the rest of the world. But no, you've betrayed me.
Gothel punished Rapunzel by taking her to a barren desert and abandoned her there so that no one would ever find her. Unaware of what had transpired between Gothel and Rapunzel, the prince visited the tower and called out,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
But to his horror, Prince was greeted by the dangerous sorceress Gothel.
Here there. I know you've come for Rapunzel, but she does not live here anymore.
Gothel pushed the prince from the tall tower, badly injuring him. Yet the brave prince gathered his soldiers and went looking for Rapunzel. The prince looked for Rapunzel throughout the kingdom, in the deserts, fields, and forests. Finally, while traveling through the desert, he heard the song that Rapunzel would sing all the time. The prince and his guards began destroying the tall tower, which Gothel was supposed to take care of. Gothel tried her best to stop the guards from ruining the tower, but it was all in vain. The magician appeared there and could not behold his tower getting destroyed. Boiling with anger, the magician punished Gothel and left the place. The prince reunited Rapunzel with her parents, and they lived happily ever after.
Baby Hazel's Cinderella story.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, lived a cute and sweet girl named Ella. She was born in a lovely home to a beautiful mother, Lily, and a hard-working merchant father. They all were happy in their sweet home. Being a merchant, Ella's dad used to travel a lot. Because he wanted to give his wife and daughter all the happiness in the world, he worked hard, day and night. Every time he returned from his journey, he never forgot to bring them flowers.
Dad!
Beautiful flowers for my wife and daughter.
Thank you.
And, my pretty darlings, I have got a surprise gift for you.
What's that?
My dearest, all my hard work has paid off. I have bought a mansion for us.
Wow!
We should be able to move there soon.
Full of joy and excitement, they all boarded their horse cart to start a journey to their new home. The new mansion was huge and beautiful, with a lush garden in the front. Wow! What a beautiful garden! Ella, let's plant fruits and flowers here.
Mom, I love lilies. I want to grow them in a bunch.
Seasons changed. The wheel of time kept spinning, and now Ella was growing into a beautiful girl. One day, while she was collecting apples in her garden, she saw two beautiful birds. Ella fed them apples and made them her pets.
You are so cute. Will you stay with me?
But misfortune took Ella's mother away from her. Days passed by.
Oh dear, come here. I'll help you. Katie, if you do this again, no more treats for you.
That day, Ella's father entered the room and said,
Ella, can we talk?
Go out and play, little ones. But no fighting. Yes, Dad, what is it?
Darling, I have married a nice lady, and she has arrived with her 2 daughters. I know it's difficult for you to accept, but I am doing all of this for you, for me, for us.
Yes, Dad, I know.
Thank you, sweetheart. Let's welcome your new mom to our home.
Okay, Dad.
As soon as Ella saw her new mother, she greeted her.
Welcome, Mother.
Thank you, darling.
Oh, these lilies are so boring. Mom, we should replace them with roses.
I'll show them around.
Days passed by fairly smoothly, but then Ella's dad had business to take care of in another town.
Bye, girls.
Happy journey, Father! Dad, you forgot your hat!
Thank you, darling.
As soon as Ella's father was out of sight, Ella's stepmother and stepsisters started behaving rudely with her. Ella, don't sit with us. You must take care of the household chores, give the house a good scrubbing, and do the laundry. Poor Ella didn't know what to say. She was heartbroken to see her stepmother suddenly being so mean to her. Her sisters were giggling. It was obvious they enjoyed making her sad.
I'm starving. Where is my sandwich? Ella, my sandwich too.
Ella's two stepsisters and stepmother kept her busy all day long with their never-ending demands. But she never complained and did her work with a smile on her face. And while doing all the household chores, Ella never forgot to take care of her pets. She always made sure to feed Charlie and Budgie with birdseed.
Ella, stop playing around with those birds and serve us tea and breakfast. Yes, just a moment. Look at her! She looks so funny with cinders on her face.
Poor Ella said nothing and continued serving them tea. Suddenly, her stepsister laughed.
Oh, Mum, we can call her Cinderella, as she is always covered in cinders.
Oh, you are right, darling. The name suits her. After a long journey, her father returned home with gifts for all. He handed his stepdaughters their gifts, and they were pleased to see the beautiful dresses he bought for them.
Thank you, Father.
Darling, why do you look so messy?
Oh, dear. She was playing with her pets near the fireplace. That must be how she made her clothes so dirty.
Oh, Dad, these flowers remind me of Mother.
His stay was a wonderful break for Cinderella from her stepmother's cruelty, but it was terribly brief. Before long, Ella's dad left again for business, bidding them all goodbye. Cinderella, get back to work.
Yes, Mother.
One fine day, there was a knock at the door, and when Cinderella answered, she saw a royal guard holding a scroll with a big bow around it.
This is an invitation to the prince's ball.
Thank you!
Suddenly, her unkind stepmother snatched it from her and began to read to herself. Girls, we have an invitation for the royal ball, and every girl in town has been invited by Prince Charming himself.
Mother, can I attend the ball too, please?
Yes, you can, but only if you finish all chores and make beautiful gowns for Ashley and Alyssa. Cinderella was happy as she was going to the ball. With a cheerful smile, she finished her laundry and stitched beautiful gowns with the help of her pets. The big day arrived, and her sisters and mother got ready to attend the ball. Oh, my darlings, you both look marvelous. When Ella saw them all dressed and ready to leave for the ball, she was hesitant.
Mother, now can I join you and go to the ball?
Oh, Cinderella, how can you attend the ball? You don't even have a gown. Stay home and finish cleaning the attic.
Please, Mother. I'll do it all after I attend the ball.
Poor Cinderella saw her stepmother and sisters leaving for the ball and started sobbing.
Please wait. Take me to the ball. Why did they do this? I did everything she asked me to do, and she still didn't take me to the ball.
Sad and alone with her pets, she was sitting quietly in her room when suddenly a dancing light appeared, and from inside stepped a fairy godmother in front of her.
My dear child, what's the matter? Why are you so sad?
I want to go to the princess ball, but I don't have a beautiful dress.
Don't worry, dear. I will help you.
The fairy waved her wand and dressed Cinderella in a beautiful gown and pretty glass slippers.
Ella, you look gorgeous, dear.
I don't have a carriage to take me to the ball.
Oh, don't you worry. Can you fetch me 7 mice and a pumpkin?
I have 5 pets and a pumpkin.
Then let us go to the garden.
The fairy waved her magic wand again and turned the pumpkin into a beautiful carriage.
Wow!
Come on now, board your carriage and attend the royal ball, and meet Prince Charming. Remember, Cinderella, you have to be back before the clock strikes midnight, or else your carriage will turn into a pumpkin, and your beautiful dress into rags.
I remember about the spell. Thank you for helping me.
She bid goodbye to the fairy godmother and left for the ball in her beautiful carriage. Cinderella arrived at the palace and saw that everyone was already enjoying themselves at the ball. The palace was huge, with a glittering chandelier and floors that shone like mirrors. It was decorated with lights and beautiful flowers everywhere.
Attention, please. The prince will be joining us soon. Hi all, welcome to the royal ball.
Wow!
May I have the pleasure of dancing with you?
When the prince spotted Cinderella, he was instantly struck by her beauty. He approached her and gracefully bowed.
May I have the pleasure of dancing with you?
Yes, of course.
The prince and Ella had a wonderful time in the ball, talking and laughing and dancing. She suddenly remembered the fairy spell and how it would be broken when the clock struck midnight. Panicking, she started to leave.
My lady, what's wrong?
I have to go.
Cinderella rushed out of the palace before the spell was broken, and in her hurry, left her glass slipper behind. Cinderella was running out of the palace, and though the prince chased her, it was too late. The prince found her glass slipper on the stairs and ordered his royal guard to assemble an army.
Try this slipper on every girl in the kingdom. I have to find that girl.
The royal guard started searching for the beautiful girl whose foot would fit in the glass shoe. Back at the house, Cinderella was back doing her daily chores and taking care of her pets. Her stepsisters, as always, were lazing around, and that's when they heard someone knock at the door.
I'm looking for the girl whose foot will fit this shoe.
My daughters would love to try the shoe. Both her stepsisters tried to fit their feet in the shoe, but they were unable to do so, as the slipper was too small and delicate.
My lady, will you try the shoe?
She is just a servant.
Yes, I'll try.
As soon as she slid her foot inside the slipper, it was clear that it fit her perfectly. The prince was happy, and so were his royal guards. But her stepmother and sisters didn't understand how the shoe fit Cinderella.
You are the lady from the ball. I offer you this rose as a token of our friendship. Thank you!
Finally, Prince Charming and beautiful Cinderella were best friends, and they played and enjoyed in the big palace along with their pets happily ever after.